Okay, another terrorist attack has happened in Orlando. Not another one in Orlando, another terrorist attack. And it was perpetrated by a disaffected and roided out, a woman abusing, homophobic, racist. He was known to, hated other races that live in America. He worked for a security company. I think he had some gun permissions, and he went ahead and killed a whole bunch of people in a gay club, mostly made up of Latino and black, people. So he did that, and here we are, another event that's is just gonna go down into the list of Islamic attacks. So I would recommend listening to Tim Kennedy on Sunday's broadcast. I'll put a link onto that on the bottom of this page. Infowars. He's a special operative MMA fighter. He basically says, look, get them out. Either kill them, get them out, or convert them. He's talking about radicals, right? So, look, this shit is going down more and more. You're gonna force Trump in, and they don't even care because they want to take over the world. These people. And I was listening to Michael Savage, and a Muslim lady called in and said, "Look, I showed Trump something came out of her bag at the mosque, and it said Trump on it, and they all glared at her like they were gonna kill her, like they really wanted him." And she was like, "Fuck you, I can do whatever I want." And she doesn't like them coming in either. They have to be vetted. You just can't let these people in. The Muslims are coming to America, before this refugee thing, or just this last, probably 10 years, they're being radicalized. They're not as well educated. They're not going to find their cultural community here, and they're going to lash out. They're going to go on the internet and they're going to start being radicalized, which isn't that hard when you have a programming language that prescribes death and killing. And anything you say about Christianity is 1/100th less violent as what you could pull out of that book. The Jesus part kind of nullifies that. In the Israelis and all that, they're punks too. That's a racist. That's a racist religion by default. So I like Jews, but that religion is just fucked up. You can't be let in except you can't be let in except for if you are part of them. So that's not the best either. So we have a big problem here with. I'm not saying that Israelis are bombing anything. They're definitely not. But there's a lot of pent up anger regarding. There's like a big old traffic jam here. There's a pent up anger that's going on, and it's kind of funny that there's a whole bunch of anger going on. He was being a good sport about it. And it's just bullshit, the gay community, what's that guy's name? I forget his name. He's a ex-senator. He came out as gay. Bernie Frank. And he just basically said, look, I think he was on the Security Council, security, detail in Congress, whatever that's called. He pretty much said, look, we need to vet people. We need to focus on where the violence is coming from. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Just focus on those people. Fuck you if you think that's profiling. If you're killing us and you are from a group that is promoting this, there's video that shows in the regional mosque, this guy came over from Iran. And that's the problem with these mosques. Some of them can be promoting hate from other countries. You're not getting the homegrown, violence coming from it. It's being imported, and with the internet the way it is and quick travel, you could spread that a lot quicker. Where something could have stayed in the fucking desert for 1,000 years, now it's being spread over here. Just like internet and just like Twitter, just like whatever great thing came out of Silicon Valley, like this fucking phone or whatever. You can really promote people, promote good ideas that people come up with, and you can also promote hate. So we have to do something about this. Any group that is determined to harm our way of life, we have to definitely put a check on that. So this person was homegrown. He was born here, but I was also watching a video of an interview of one of his classmates. I think it was one of his good friends. During 9/11, when he was a kid, in high school, he celebrated the attack by making plane noises and all this other stuff in the bus. And the kids at the time let it go for 2 days. The third day they're like, we're gonna fuck you up. So he got suspended somehow, and he left. But this person is I don't know what comes first. Is it this radicalization that triggers the insanity, or does the insanity come attracted, gets put into this death cult, this religious death cult that decides to kill people for your salvation? That's not a good. That's kamikaze samurai shit. That I think they may have had some logic to their suicidal tendencies, but it's just as crazy as that, and it's just as hard. I mean, would you let in suicidal kamikaze pilots, to go fly your planes in the U.S. if that was, the situation? Would you do that? Would you not say, hey, look, you look like a decent Japanese person. What is your beliefs? Do you come from are you part of the military? Were you radicalized by the military imperial army? Do you believe the emperor is your god, a living god on earth? If you had those beliefs and you go, look, dude, this guy's fucking crazy, let's not let him in. Watch the fuck out of him. So we got to start doing stuff like that. We got to start taking this shit seriously. Tim Kennedy predicts there'll be 50 attacks next year, and then 500. We're stacking up some dead bodies here in America. Let's not be an idiot. Let's be smarter about this and start vetting these people a little better, and just basically looking at where the causes of this are. We have to keep the standards of the American population higher. We have to start doing that. There's more topics I can go into, but I'm running on 8 minutes or so coming up here, so I'm going to end it here. So look, Orlando happened. We need to deport his father. We need to get him out. He's just as crazy. He bred a lot of hate into that kid, and he got it from somewhere. Not from American, not from his friends at school. He was probably a decent guy while he was being acculturized, but not. He backtracked, and he got brainwashed. We need to stop that. Maybe it's preventing the prophesizing, the media coming in. The mosques need to open up and be more transparent, but it's not designed that way. It's designed to be hidden. It's designed to have walls of protection. So, do you want that to be part of your daily life, that you could die at any moment for being who you are and the liberties and freedoms that you enjoy in the United States and some extent Europe? Do you want that to be a part of your daily life? If you do, you'll probably just not do anything about this. We have to all come together and do something, put pressure on the government, if that's who's going to try to protect us, or we protect ourselves, whatever the case may be. We need to come together, and we need to start doing something, just putting some pressure. All it takes is vetting, clamp down on these immigrants from the Middle East. Sorry to say, we got to just really look really close at it. Really, really close. And that's a very good start, and we as citizens will not have to think about this as much. I don't want to think about being killed at a venue or any public place, or exploding in a plane. Who wants that shit? Fuck that. That's so retarded. This belief system is so retarded the way it's being portrayed here. These people are gravitating to it, and they're just they're their culture look retarded. So anyway, that's a couple thoughts on that. Let me know what you think.